Hello students. So students, in the previous class in the chapter, we have started with the chapter and that is crop production and management. In this chapter student, in the last class, we have understood here one thing, that is what is the importance of the food? Why do we need food? And then we also came to know that this food, actually when we grow the kind of a food or one kind of a food on a large scale in a field, instead of calling it at a particular name, we used to we use a term for it, and that is crop. It means if suppose we grow wheat on a large scale, we will call, instead of calling it wheat plant, we will call it the wheat crop. So crop is nothing but when we grow same kind of a plant on a large scale. Now you see students, we have seen here that what is the importance of crop, and earlier in the traditional time what happened, the people, they were not knowing how to obtain food, how to do this agriculture, or how to do this agriculture practices for getting the crop. So they used to move from one place to another. But later on they came to know that they can grow the crops by doing some different practices, and that will make them to work in the field of the agriculture. Now if we are talking about the crops only students, you see, whenever we are talking about crop, basically the crop is also divided into two types, and that is Rabi and Kharif crop. And on what basis we have divided into two? On the basis of the different season. It means the crops cannot grow throughout the season, but they can grow only in a particular season. And on the basis of the type of requirement that they need so that they can grow easily, so that they can flourish easily, we have classified them into two types, and that is Rabi crop and Kharif crop. If we talk about the first one, and that is the Kharif crop, Kharif crops are the crops which generally grown in the rainy season. Okay, and why is this so? Obviously, if you are saying that they used to grow in the rainy season, it means they need a large amount of water. Okay, so there are plants like that of a paddy plant, they need a lot of water, so they came in the Kharif crop. Now when we use, if their need is water, large amount of water, so we should grow it in the monsoon season. It means basically the period in which we used to grow or cultivate this, that is in between to June to October. Okay, so we used to sow the Kharif crop in the month of June and July, and after that it receives a sufficient amount of water. Now the harvesting period of that of this Kharif crop is the end of that of October. So in the month of the October we used to harvest and get the Kharif crop. What are the different examples of that of the Kharif crop students? So we have seen paddy, we have seen maize, or even millets are also there. If you talk about soya bean or groundnut, these all comes as an example of the Kharif crop. Second one is the Rabi crop. So Rabi crop is also called as a monsoon crop. It is also called as a winter crop. Reason that it do not need that much amount of water. So they used to grow till in between that of the winter season. It means the period of a growth is generally from October to March. It means we used to sow that Rabi crop in the month of the October, and we used to harvest it in the month of March. Okay, so that it received the sufficient amount of the good climate for its growth. What are the different examples of the Rabi crop students? So wheat is there, then pulses are also there. Pulses, especially that of peas, mustard. These all are what? These all are the Rabi crops. So we have seen Rabi crop and Kharif crop, and we have also seen that on what basis we had classified them into the different kinds. Now the next topic that we have to start or we have to understand, student, and that is what are the different basic practices that is important for the agriculture. You see, we are talking about the crops and we have seen the type of crops also, but for cultivating the crop there is a need of some practices. We need of the practices, it means we have to go step by step so that we get a sufficient or we can get a good quality of crops. So the first thing that is involved in the agriculture practice is the preparation of the soil. Then the second thing is the sowing. Sowing means sowing of seeds. Then adding of manure and fertilizer, which is very important. Then we will see the irrigation, sufficient amount of water is also important. Then removal of weeds which hamper the growth of the plants, and then harvesting, and finally the storage of this grain, so storage of the crops. Okay, now you see we will start with the first basic practice, and that is preparation of a soil. Okay, so moving on, and we will start with the first one. Preparation of soil, students. Now you see, if we talk about the soil, so the upper layer of the earth is called soil. It is important that the soil should be plugged properly, it should be leveled properly, because soil used to give a lot of benefit to the plant. You know that, student, if the soil is not fertile, then the plants can grow? No, the plants will not grow, or we will not get a good quality of a crop. So basically, the soil is there which help the plant to stand properly. Soil is there to provide the minerals that is required by the plant. Okay, so we should first of all prepare the soil. So let me write that what are the, so we will write here the first thing, student, and that is soil provides minerals. Soil provide minerals, water, air, humus. Also it gives support to it, okay, which we called as a anchorage. Okay, so it will help the plant to fix to firmly, to attach firmly to the soil. So these are what these are the some of the important things that makes a plant to survive in the soil. So that is why it is important that we should prepare soil, we should fix soil, or we should make the soil much better for the plants so that they can grow easily. So what are the things that we should consider for prepare or before sowing the seeds in the soil? Okay, so we can write it that the soil is prepared for sowing seeds in the sowing seed of the crop by plugging, then by leveling, by plugging, by leveling, and manure, adding manure. So add manuring. So these are the things which is important for the plants or which is the factors with the help of which we can prepare the soil. So if we see the first one, student, that is plugging. What happened in the plugging? So at first, what we used to do, we used to plug the soil. It means we used to lose the soil. Loosening of the soil with the help of the plug, with the help of the cultivator, or with the help of a hoe. You can use any of the agriculture implement in order to lose the soil. That process of loosening the soil is called as a plugging. The term plug is actually made up of a iron and a wood, and it is having sharp end which help in penetrating. By using the plug, you have seen the farmer, they use the plug, and that because of a sharp edges, when they used to plug the soil, this will help in loosening the soil. Because of the sharp edges, it will penetrate into the soil and make the soil fit for the sowing of the seed. So we can write here that the process of loosening, that is the process of loosening and turning the soil. The process of loosening and turning the soil, turning the soil is called as plugging. That is called as a plugging. Okay? Plugging is done by an agriculture implement, by an agriculture implement that is called as plug. So plugging is done by the help of plug. With the help of the plug, plugging is done, students. Okay, plugging or tilling is done. So I told you about what is a plug, which is made up of a wood and iron, and that will be used since it help in it goes inside to that of the soil and help in losing the soil, help in tilling the soil. So that's why we use the plug here. Now let us see that is. So basically, student, plugging is done with the help of the plug, and this plug it is fitted means with the help of the bullocks, with the help of the animals. Farmers, they used to do this process of plugging in their field. But if the field is large, then on a larger scale, farmer they use tractor for the process of plugging. Okay, so depend upon the area, we used to do the different methods of the plugging also. Now let us see here one more thing, that how this plugging is beneficial. What are the important things that we get because of this plugging? Okay, so how plugging is beneficial to us. So, loosening of the soil by plugging is beneficial. So beneficial or benefits of plugging. Plugging is beneficial. How? You see, there are some of the points. So the first point is, students, that it will allow, since if the what is plugging? Plugging is actually losing. Okay, so when the soil get loose, it will allow the roots of the plant go deep inside into the soil, and through which they are able to take the underground water. Okay, so this will allow the roots to penetrate inside to the deep inside to the soil, and that is important for the plant, as that will also help the plant to firmly attach with the soil. Okay, so we can write it that the loose soil, allows the plant plant's root to penetrate freely, and deeper into the soil. And makes the plants to firmly attached with the ground. Okay, so you see that this is the first benefit of a plugging, in which making the soil loose will help the root to penetrate deep inside. That will help the plant root to get easily or get firmly attached with the soil. The second thing, that the loose soil will makes the root to breathe easily. You have seen a student that sometimes what happened, we used to for the plants to grow, we used to give water. Okay, but sometimes happen that when you give a lot amount of water, or even during the rainy season, if a lot of water is there, then what happens? The plants die. Okay, and the reason is that since these water used to take the place of the air which is present in the loose soil, and that will help the plant to breathe easily. But when it will be filled with the water, the pores will be filled with the water, so there will be no place for the air, so they will be not able to breathe easily, and ultimately this will result in the death of the plant. So loosening of the soil will also make the plant to breathe easily. Okay, so we can write it the second one. And that is the loose soil will allow the plants to breathe that is the roots. Okay, even the roots when it goes deep inside to that of the soil, and the reason is since the loose soil, remember students, loose soil, this loose soil consisting of air space in it. Since the loose soil consisting of the air space in it. Okay. So this is the second point, that since it is having air space, having the spaces consisting of air, that will make the plants to breathe easily. The third one, the loose soil, because it is having the spaces, student, so it will also a good condition. It will also provide shelter to the worms as well as to the microbes, and these microbes and the worms are also very important for the crops. Okay, especially for providing the good condition for the soil, that is important for the growth of the crops. Okay, so the loose soil next point is, that is, the loose soil helps in the growth of worms and microbes. Worms and microbes present in the soil who are farmer's friend. Who are farmer's friend. Okay, so they help in adding humus in the soil. Okay, they help in adding humus. Okay, they help in adding humus in the soil. So this is the third point in which we can say that the microbes also grow in the loose soil and help in providing the humus, which is also important for making the soil fertile. Then the fourth one is plugging also help in uprooting the berries, weeds. You know that weeds in Hindi we call it kharpatwar, and they are not good for the plants. So while plugging, these also get uprooted, and that is very good for the growth of a crop. Okay, so we can write it. The next point or next thing which is a beneficial or which is the benefit of plugging. See students, it is important. You should know that what is the importance of the plugging, why we used to do the process of plugging. So we can write it, plugging also uproot, plugging also uproots, it also uproots and buries the weeds, buries the weeds. Weeds we can also write it unwanted plants. Standing in the field. Standing in the field and make them to or suffocate them to death. Okay. So this is the next one, that while plugging, what happened? All these weeds will also get uprooted and that is very good for the plants, for the crop to grow. Then the next one is the loosening also brings the soil to get the sufficient amount of nutrients. Okay. So we can write it. The loosening or turning of the soil during plugging brings the nutrient to the top layer. Brings the nutrient rich soil to the top. What does that mean, student? You see what happened? When the plant used to grow, we already had provided the manure and the fertilizer at the first season. Okay. So the plant has used it. Now, due to climatic changes, these nutrient or we can say this nutrient rich soil will go inside. Okay. So, when we do this plugging, when we lose or when we turn the soil, what happened? This layer, that layer which is consisting of the nutrient, will also come at the upward or also come to the top portion, and then this nutrient will be used by the crop which we will sow. Okay, so here these are some of the benefits of the plugging. I hope you have understood the last point also. That is how the nutrient rich soil should means it will come at the top due to plugging, and then this nutrient will be further used by the plants. Okay. So this is the first method that we used to do in preparation of the soil. If you see the second one, student, that after plugging, what we will do? We will leave the plant, leave the soil as it is, or we will do the further thing. Actually, during plugging, students, we have seen the definition itself says that we used to lose the soil. So if soil is very loose and it consisting of the nutrient in it, means that soil, that layer of the soil is a fertile one. So what happened due to loose soil, when the wind blows, it will be carried along with the wind. Okay, so what will happen? That fertile soil will be carried by the wind. It will cause the soil erosion. So it is important that after plugging, we will level the soil with the help of the leveler, with the help of the wooden leveler. Leveler is what? Leveling of the soil. So you have seen that many times the farmers, after using the tractor, they used to level the soil. It is important in a many factor. Like what? So after plugging, if we will do the leveling, so we have understood here one thing, that is leveling will help in preventing the soil erosion. It will not make the top soil, it will not make the loose soil to go along with the wind. That will cause the soil erosion, so it will help in preventing the soil erosion. Second thing, now if suppose the level is that land is properly level, if the soil is properly level, so when you provide water to it, there will be evenly distribution of the water. So we can say that water that we will provide to the soil evenly distributed to each and every part of the soil. And the third one, that when we level that of the plugged soil, it will help in retaining the moisture present in the soil. Okay, so these are some of the things which is important for the important, we can say, of leveling after plugging. So we will see the plugging. As we have seen the plugging, now we will going to understand the leveling also.